question for men because I think this is an opportunity. Like for me, I just want to know, like when you are courting a woman and she comes off strong, up front and entitled to your resources, and she's not like your lady. What do you say to these women? Are you still going on dates with them, or are you just like immediately like
I don't
ceasing
I
communication?
don't entertain women like that. No.
Ooh, ooh, let me tell you, I just told my friend today. So this is my thing. Now, as a man, typically since we're the ones that pursue women,
Hmm.
I have like a tally kind of. So the first date, of course, I don't mind footing whatever the bill is. I'll take you out because I'm trying to pursue you. I have an interest in you. The second date, of course, I'll pay for again because it's maintenance. Like, let me show you I'm really serious about you. We working towards something. Anything after that, if we're not just verbally communicating, just getting to know each other, I'm not spending a whole bunch of money and balling on you and stuff like that. Because I feel like at that point, what are you contributing or adding to, or what have you given me or said to me that's letting me know you're my woman? Now, if you're my lady, you my woman, then of course I don't mind spending every dollar and dime on you. But
Right.
if we're not together and I've already taken you on an initiating date and I've maintained that second date to show that I'm serious about you and want to further things with you, and you still, are unsure of things and you just want to play around, you're not going to ever get the chance to ball my pockets and think that I'm just going to spend on you just for you to later down the line be like, oh, well, this is not something for me. I don't want to be with you. No, yeah, I'm not, I don't invest like that. So, yeah, I just feel like sometimes women need to get it together and just understand exactly what they want when they want it, because all that playing around is going to get you left behind.
Charlie,
Yeah,
what you got?
I definitely agree. Um, Anybody who feels entitled to anything that I have, right? It's a big red flag. That's a if we was in the middle of the day, I'm asking my homeboy to call me, tell me I gotta come, like whatever, I'm out because it's just it doesn't make any sense for you to what have you put into my life for you to feel like you deserve anything out of my life, right? Like, yes, at a certain stage, right? Yes, you are entitled to certain things in my life, but we haven't even gotten to that stage for you to say like, well,
Right.
you have to take care of me. You got to do this. Why? What do I literally tell me why? And I think women do hate that question, and I understand. I can also understand it to play advocate just a little bit. I can understand when women say they want to go on the first date, they want to be taken out because that's their assess. They want to be taken out to somewhere expensive because that's their assessment for them to say like, wait, okay, how much money does this guy have, or what does he have to offer financially? But I think the issue is when they're being very, very disingenuous about it. To say that, oh, take me out to a nice restaurant so I can know you care about me, makes no sense. You're trying be sincere about it. Take me out to a nice restaurant because I want to see how much money you got.
But
Simple. But it's never going to be that case because they don't want to be viewed as gold diggers or whatever the case is. But that's exactly what they're doing though, right? They want to be taken out to the most expensive spot, be flown out to this spot, blah blah blah, because they want to know, can this guy financially take care of me?
but Charlie,
So
this is where I disagree with 1 second, Mo. Bruh, that's like, and I'm not saying what you said is stupid. I think that mindset is stupid. And that's what I've been talking like. How you gonna like, okay, because a man took you to Fogo de Chao, because a man took you to Hibachi, because a man took you to Ruth Chris on the first date, you gonna automatically make an assessment on this man's pockets? You gonna automatically make
Right.
use that as an assessment as to what his financial status is? Like, bro, that's like very ignorant, like little girl like type
Yes.
stuff
No,
to
I
me.
agree with you. I completely agree. We're saying the same thing. I agree with you.
But this my thing though. This my thing though. I personally, bruh, if you're not my woman, bruh, like why do I listen? Every man is different. I personally I do not feel like I need to like go all out on a woman on the first date that's not my girlfriend, especially if I don't even know you from a can. Like this is what's really going on nowadays, and I say this all the time. A lot of these women are listen, ladies, if you don't fit the category of this woman I'm talking about, then don't get offended, but if you do, I'm talking to you. A lot of you women are broke bitches. Okay, a lot of you women are broke bitches and you display broke bitch behavior all the time. A lot of you women, y'all, bro,
you're trying to get
y'all
your
don't even.
live band again?
Hey Noble, before you even finish, play the audio. Play the audio of me.
Oh,
Play the
okay, all right,
audio.
hey, division, I'll play it right after this. I'm gonna let Nikki speak and then I'm gonna play it right after this. Yeah, Drew. Look, yes, no, suburban. Look, these women nowadays, they are going to sit down across. They're going out for free meals. Like these bitches are so broke, they are going out just for free meals. They're going to sit down across the table for men that they know nothing about. They couldn't tell you. They couldn't tell you what this man does for a living. They couldn't tell you anything about the man, but they so broke that, oh, you want to take me out? So this is a reason for me to get dressed and, put on these new lashes I got and put on this new foundation and put on a dress and look cute. And I know I don't like you. I know after this 2 3 hours that I have no intentions of having any sort of a relationship with you, but I'm just gonna entertain it because I'm a broke bitch. Like these women are not even trying to vet men before they even sit down with or go meet them out somewhere. Like that's how broke these bitches are these days. So yeah,
And
I
really quickly,
personally,
because there's somebody in the comments that's trying to like discredit or downplay. And, I'm definitely not about bashing men or women, but I want us to be honest. And the reality is, you can scroll on this app. There was a viral video of a girl who said, if a man is trying to get to know you and he don't want to give you $100, like that's a prime example. And if you looked at the comments in that video where all of the women were like agreeing and cheering along, like we're not going to act like this is not happening, right? Like you may not be comfortable with it, but then you need to address the women that represent us when they get on this app with that nonsense, because that's the message that's being given and that's the message that's being received. So yes, they are trying to they don't have the right intentions in dating. They are trying to take advantage of people. We're not going to act like they're not.
and then Nikki, I'm gonna let you speak. I'm just saying, Charmin. I am not, and I do not subscribe to what to. I need to, treat a woman like she's actually my woman on the first date. Like I don't need to take you to the steakhouse. I don't need to take you to hibachi. The
Agree. Yep.
what the first date is gonna be is it's gonna be what I say it's gonna be. And if you down for that, then cool. If you not down for
Yep.
that, then okay, like good riddance. Like more fish in the sea. Like, but you not gonna dictate where I take you. Otherwise, you take me on a date. If I say I want to take you such and such, or I want to do such and such, and you say no, if you really want to get down with me, you take me out on a date. Then you take me to where you want to go, and you pay and you fund it. But you not
Hmm.
my girl. We don't go together. You not about to tell me what I should and should not do and how I should or should treat you. Absolutely not.
Well, you're initiating the date, right? Like, hey, I want to take you out, and either I'm going to pick you up or we're going to meet here. So you guys established that, correct?
You said what's the last thing you said?
Do you guys establish that? Like, hey, I want to take you out, and then hey, I'm either going to pick you up or you're going to meet me here. Like, you guys establish that when you ask a woman on a date.
Yeah.
But then you're saying that women will be like, no, I want you to take me here to the steakhouse because they want to be treated as something higher than what they
I,
are.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I'm. What I'm saying is, what. Look, I'm not entertaining no woman like that to start off with. What I'm saying is that there are women like that. There are men that are there's men that'll say I'm trying to do such and such. Well, I'm not interested. There's women that think that they are only hibachi bitches and steakhouse bitches. So if you want to take me out on a date, if you want me to put on something nice and take and have some of my time, you're gonna take me to where I want you to take me. And
Okay.
only a weak man is gonna submit or oblige to something like that. Like you don't tell me what to do. Like you don't tell me where I should or should not take you or what the date's gonna be if I'm the one that's initiating the date. Absolutely not.
Okay, and that's how you date. That's your preference. And some women know where they want to go and where they don't want to go. I'm not saying I want somebody to take me to a steakhouse, but I have had people do that. And it's not because I dictate it. But if I was that person, it's still because that's where I'm going to go. If you're not going to take me to a hibachi or a steakhouse, then you're not taking me out. And guess what? That's all within the guy's right to be like, I'm not taking you out there. Perfect, because there will be another guy that will want to, because that's their preference and that's their standards. I don't
Yeah.
know if that necessarily makes them weak, but it's what they want. Just
Okay.
how men want a
If he
woman to
took
be a
you there,
certain way.
if those guys that took you there on their own merit. And at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is a lot of you broke bitches don't even go to Fogo de Chao. You don't go to Ruth Chris. You don't go to Hibachi unless it is your birthday, unless it is your friend's birthday, unless it is a holiday. So again, that's what I'm talking about. you're not really, and I'm not talking about you specifically, I'm talking about this group of women. You're not really who you think you are. You're not her. you
And
you only
honestly,
you only you only experience certain things when it's on a man's dime. You're not that bitch.
yeah, and honestly, no, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like even kind of what you just said, Black Widow, like, you're not necessarily asking for it, but men will still offer. This is just my advice to women. I don't care if it's Bill Gates. If a man offers to take you to somewhere where you know you cannot afford yourself, please do not go, because any literal thing can happen in the last moment where you'll be left stuck on stupid. The man might have been fronting just to portray, a certain image to you. His car might decline, and you might have to take care of yourself or the whole bill and then dip after that. Or he might just honestly walk out on you, pay for himself, and walk out on. He might not even be feeling the date. Like, please stop putting all your eggs in one basket and being so dependent on another person. I always advocate to women, stand up, have a backbone, and just make sure you're good. Stop depending on a man so much. A man, a man, a man. It's okay to, once you reach a certain level with a man where you vetted him enough and you understand, okay, he fully got you or whatever. But that's at that point, that's a union. Y'all are together. But in early stages, y'all be dependent on these men too much and just making it seem like y'all entitled to what they got, like they can't leave you at any given second and leave you high and dry, stuck on stupid. So, if a man is offering to take you to somewhere that you know you can't cover, please do not accept that date and don't go.
I
One
mean,
second, one
is
second,
that entitled though?
one
Like,
second, Black Widow. I need to give Nikki
okay.
opportunity to speak. She's been waiting. Go ahead, Nikki.
Yeah, no, just to kind of touch on that a little bit, I think what a lot of these women who seek out men for these type of dates and things like that, what they're not saying, like they'll get on TikTok and on these social media platforms and they'll speak on how they finesse this dude and that dude out of, a meal, out of getting their hair done, their nails done and stuff. But what they're not speaking about is how these men are finessing them in return. I wholeheartedly believe men are not stupid. Y'all can tell when a female wants your money and when she wants something more than that. You know what I mean? And like Division kind of said, like these men will invest in, these dates and stuff like that just to get in your pants, So that's you being able to finesse a guy enough to treat you to a meal. That's not really speaking on nothing. That's all material gain, and that's something that's only gonna last. That's only temporary. Um, what I really want to actually speak on though is the fact that us women have to actually we have to understand that we are not the same. We are not the same as men. We don't think the same. We don't operate the same. None of that. So when these men are speaking on these platforms about what they want, and you see these men speaking on multiple platforms, the same type of ideologies in the comment sections, this is really what men want. So we can't come and say, well, what do you think a quality woman is? And when a man is telling you what a quality woman is, and you heard that in the last live, the man gave the same explanation, then you want to make it seem like, oh well, that no, that's not what y'all want, or that's not what I'm willing to give. Then you're not going to be the one to be chosen. You're not going to be that girl. If you're too stubborn to listen to what somebody wants, kind of going back to the date analogy, it's kind of like if somebody, you tell somebody what you want for Christmas and they get you what they want to get you instead of what you asked for. It's like that. And I just think it's a high level of audacity on women's part to really feel like a stranger needs to give you rent money in order to even be in your essence, or this man has to spend at least $300 to $600 on a date just to get you to know you. And internally internally you should, he got to invest all this money in somebody who has zero to offer, not only financially but even spiritually or personally.
Nikki,
I
it's
don't
not.
blame these men for this. I'm
I'm
sorry, what
sorry.
you saying, Noble?
You done, Nikki?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, Bree. My girl Bree just tapped in. Bree, go to sleep. It's past your bedtime. But Nikki, and then I'm gonna give the floor, and then I'm gonna let her respond. Then I'm gonna give the floor to you, Black Widow. But Nikki, it's not even about them being stubborn. Again, it's just accepting the fact that I really don't meet the standards of the man that I want. And not only do I not meet the standards, I'm not willing to put in the work to try to meet the standards. So instead of it, so being that I know that and I've accepted that, I'm gonna try to make it seem like there's something wrong with this, with him having the standards that he has, because I don't meet them and I don't want to put in the work to meet them. And because I don't want to put in the work to meet them, I know I'm automatically disqualified from dealing with this caliber of man. That's what it really is. That's what I talk about. You just don't qualify. You don't want to accept that as your fate. That's what it is. It's not stubbornness.
I
It's
mean, in a
just
way, it is because it's like I get what you're saying, but just this is just me speaking on behalf of women. Like we don't want to be told that we're wrong. We don't want to be proven wrong. So we will do whatever we can to gaslight, to project, and all these other things just to not be proven wrong. What these men are saying about us, absolutely right. And it's crazy. It's wild to me. Like Mocha was saying, the people in the comments, the girls in the comments making it seem like, oh, well, I've never ever come across a woman that has done or said anything like that's ridiculous. You mean to tell me you haven't seen it on social media, you haven't seen it on your timeline, you don't got an aunt, a mother, a cousin, a girlfriend, a co-worker that has done any of these things? It's like we pretend like we don't see it, and there's this unspoken girl code that's really technically bullshit, because it's like, yeah, we'll stand with each other when it's against a black man, but it's like when it comes to standing, together in something else, oh, I don't like that bitch because she looked at me funny, or I don't like her because she be looking at my man. It be little stuff like that that can tear two black women apart, but we'll stand up against something that's equally as wrong when it comes to a black man. We can't wait to just team up together and just prove the black man wrong, or prove that all these men are the same, or all these men ain't shit. You know what I mean? And I think the more that is coming out that the women aren't shit, the more we're getting triggered. That's why you're seeing all these women popping up in here saying all this type of stuff, because we're triggered, because we know it's true.
Mass reporting pages.
Right.
man, listen. I
Can
know
I
all about that mass reporting stuff.
can I say this? Because part of the reason when I was like excited to jump on here, because you literally, I got in my car, I literally had a date tonight. I've been like slowly dipping my toe back into the dating pool,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, it's the women, because it is some incredible men out here. Like, I honestly have not had any bad dating experiences. I've met three different people, I've been on three different dates, and like, even like, if you communicate with them, and I only date black men. I'm only interested in black men. Like, my schedule is not always consistent, and then I'm an introvert, so I don't always feel like talking. And I literally have just been communicating, like, "Hey, this is my work schedule. Let's set a time to talk." If we set a date and I can't make that date, something happened, reschedule. Like, they've been patient, they've been cool. I mean, I've been having some really good times. We done did karaoke. Like, there are some real, and they all like work. Like, one guy's a police officer, another guy's a dentist, one guy is a CO. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not pressuring me for sex. Like, I've been having incredible experiences, but I also, have done work on myself internally, and I feel like it goes back to like just the energy that you carry, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got some of the compliments that I get is that I'm easy to get along with, right? Like, and I'm not really too uptight, and I feel like the men that I have encountered have been the same way. And I do believe like you attract and or tolerate. I'm not really one of those people that say that you attract what you are, because that's not always the case. But I feel like what you tolerate and what you accept is based on who you are. So going back to the conversation where you're saying like, why are these women not able to find or keep good men, is because if you're argumentative, right? And it doesn't even have to be like obviously argumentative, like going back and forth. If you overtalk a man, if a person feel like they can't complete a sentence with you or express a complete thought, some people are not going to tell you that you're disruptive in that way. They're just not going to talk to you no more.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna be quiet on that.
That's why that's why one of like my points was, is there a significant difference within the attitude and the demeanor and how these women carry themselves? Because like you said, everyone doesn't care, and everyone's not gonna take the time to tell you like, you know what, I'm just not really feeling your attitude and how you carry yourself. You come off, the way you coming off. No, just gonna dead it. Just gonna dead the whole situation and keep it pushing. And that's what happens a lot of times. Like this, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna yield to you, Black Widow. Listen, a lot of you women, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You've been ghosted before. You've been ghosted plenty of times. You'd have been ghosted by a man that you didn't give sex, and you've been ghosted by a man that you have gave sex. But y'all don't ever talk about that. Y'all don't ever talk about the guy that, like, when y'all hit him up again, he either didn't hit you back or he was just very cold with you. Wasn't trying to link with you anymore. he was giving you 1 2 word answers. Like y'all be getting ghosted all the time, and y'all act like y'all try to act like that doesn't happen. Like y'all have had sex with a man and y'all hit him up again, and he was not on that type of time with you at all. He was not trying to hang out with you no more. He was not trying to do anything of the sort. But y'all get on, man. Listen, y'all don't want. All right, man. I'm gonna be quiet.
No, we
Go
listen,
ahead.
listen, listen, Noble. I'm gonna tell you why they getting ghosted. Play the audio. That's why they getting
Oh,
ghosted.
okay.
Can I say one
Okay.
more thing real
Yeah,
quick
go
and I'm
ahead,
gonna
Nikki. Go ahead,
drop?
Nikki. Go ahead.
No, I just kind of wanted to touch on what Mocha said again too. Like she said she's never encountered, situations where she dated bad men or anything like that. Me specifically, every man in my family is a respectable man. All of them good family men, make good money, all of those things, good to their wives, good to their kids, everything like that. Most of the men that I surround myself with are good men, good fathers, all of that. Dating wise, not exactly the same. I've dated some really shitty people, but at the end of the day, I'm not carrying myself through life thinking that every man ain't shit because the ones that I've dealt with ain't shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Especially when I got a good father, I got good uncles and male role models for my son and all types of things around me. So I think that's a dangerous ass rhetoric that us black women need to get rid of altogether. Not every black man is going to be the same type of man that you dealt with in your life. We have to completely get rid of that because what makes that dangerous is it becomes a stereotype and it becomes a statistic. And I feel like that's a detriment to our community altogether within itself. And it's like when you have your own people, saying these type of things, you got to remember too, we got other different ethnicities and groups of people outside of us who are also listening to these things. So that's
Nikki,
just
Nikki, Nikki, please stay for like 5 more minutes before you leave, ladies
okay.
and